Hi. All right, so I felt called to do a little follow-up video to my last one and elaborate a little bit more on the Illuminati, the way that it works, and how it is intertwined in Hollywood, and specifically connected to what I was sharing around plastic surgery and any sort of mutilation of the physical body. So, I believe that is obvious through the Epstein files, there was a group of elite, humans who decided that they wanted to have more control, more power, more influence, and they chose to perform black magic in exchange for this influence, this power, and, money, essentially. And so, these people took over the government, Hollywood, the news, like anywhere that had a lot of influence. And I believe what happened is, there's all of these actors and actresses where, we see them on these interviews and stuff, and we're like, oh, they seem such kind humans, they really care about their kids, they're doing philanthropy and da-da-da. Yet, they got a nose job whenever they were 18 in order to get their first role. And, what happens is, they chose to give up their, love for themselves and their acceptance of who they are in their purest, most natural form in exchange for influence, power, money. So they didn't realize the contract that they were actually signing whenever they chose to go under anesthesia and have their body mutilated. And you see there's a connection here between what we've heard on the Epstein files, where there was like animal sacrifice and something about babies, like nasty shit. And essentially, these other people, I want to say like real names, like fucking Angelina Jolie, Jennifer Aniston, literally any of them who had any form of plastic surgery, they may have really good hearts, good intentions, but when they chose to do that to their body, they welcomed in an entity that took their full sovereignty. And we all know how manipulation works. The shit's subtle. A good manipulator, you won't fucking know that you're being manipulated. They can just know how to speak so well and so clearly, and speak to you in a way where you somehow find, like they attune to you, in a way that you feel, you trust them, right? And next thing you know, you have absorbed belief systems that are not yours. So anyways, this is how it works within Hollywood. And then, we can turn on literally any TV show and find programming in it. Ageism, degradation around, weight, how thin we're all supposed to be or muscular we're supposed to be, how successful people are. Like almost every show has like the most toxic programming around relationships and sexuality, especially. Everyone's cheating on everybody. You don't see a lot of shows where people are in healthy relationships and like communicating with real honesty and transparency. So, I am really sharing this, spread awareness, and for people to know that you're picking this stuff up when you're watching these programs. And, whenever I am in a high vibration state, I had a really good day and I watch a show, like I can like notice the programming and it just like floats past, like it has nothing to stick to. But then I've noticed that there's days where I'm tired, maybe didn't sleep well the night before, or maybe have just been around a lot of people and my light is a little dimmed, and I can feel the programming from TV shows like poking through my aura. So what I do is I turn off the TV. I know that it's not a time to be watching anything, that my energetic protection has been brought down, and that, yeah, TV's not going to be what fills my cup back up. So yeah, I mean, also one can actually set energetic protection, where one can say, I choose that my body, my mind, and my spirit, my entire consciousness cannot be affected by any negative programming that I pick up while watching TV, absorbing social media, or having conversations with people that are not in full alignment with my deeper beliefs. I said the clear and immovable statement that my sovereignty cannot be taken, cannot be tampered with, ever. You know, it's really these sorts of statements, these sorts of vows to the universe, they they're everything. You choose. You are here to be the sovereign creator of your life, and letting the universe know that that is how you want to operate within this collective that has a lot of distortion. It matters. It helps a lot. And I set the clear and immovable intention that anyone who just watched me say that and maybe had something stuck to them that got released through them just watching that those things go directly to the light. They cannot stick to anyone or anything. They go directly to the light and they cease to exist. And yeah, anyways, I think I'm going to leave it at that. So everyone, just stay conscious, stay aware, protect your energy, and love your bodies. I just want to say thanks again for tuning in to my channel. And if you are enjoying this content, please subscribe, like, and comment. I am welcoming any requests for me to speak on specific topics. And I also just want to let everyone know that I am a shamanic healer facilitating private one-on-one psilocybin mushroom ceremonies in Lake Atitlan, Guatemala. I do really deep energy clearing work, and if this work calls to you, if you're feeling like, yeah, you would just like to have someone with access to the shamanic realms, just do a fine-tooth comb through everything that's moving in and around your energetic field, in order to help you feel lighter and more creative and joyful, I would love to help you with that. So looking forward to hearing from you.